Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to Coding Blocks YouTube. So how's my YouTube family? So there are a couple of questions, but first of all, I want to know who's here. Hi Ujjwal, how are you? Secret Amoeba and Luck 777. We'll also take your questions, so don't worry about that. So first, hello Saurav, how are you? So guys, this session is basically on some of the Leetcode tips. So Leetcode offers very good features. Okay, so many of you don't know about it, but they are really handy. So we will be talking about those features, and also I will be putting, some checkpoints so that you can see in the comments that there are checkpoints, and you can see the time stamps with it, right? So that everybody can access the timestamp also. So hi Akash, how are you? So from now on in my session, there will be timestamps also in the comments. So you can visit them afterwards also and you can check that too. Hi Vasu, how are you? Hi Pawan. So hello India, how are you? So just a flag of India, so hello India, right? So Raghav, actually this thing we will be talking about also, but today we want to explore the Leetcode platform fully, right? So basically there are certain features which we need to check about Leetcode. So that is what this session is all about. And hi Piyush, how are you? Hi Shiva. Hi Tanmay. Hi Dheeraj. Very good Vasu. Hi Shashank. Hi Dilip. So basically, let's see some features. Okay. So Leetcode has like 3 or 4 very good features. Even the free version offers you very, very awesome feature, right? So we will be talking about that. Hello Shashank. Hello Satyam. Hello Vivek. Hello Pravesh. Hello Jupiter Bhai. Abjal. Hello. So guys, let's talk about that. And then I will answer your questions. And also there is some announcements also which are going on. So let's wait till the end. Okay. Keep waiting patiently. Okay. कोई नहीं पीयूष भाई अभी नहीं हुआ तो अब दोबारा हो जाएगा लेट शुरू किया था यू स्टार्टेड लेट बट डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट राइट keep on contributing and for next year I know you are prepared you will be prepared I know about that okay Piyush so don't worry about that okay so see from 0 now you are not you are somewhat close to 1 right so best of luck for that okay so don't worry so basically you will be able to ace it I know okay so guys now yeah engineer I'm doing great hi Sumant so I'm sharing my screen with you all. So let's see some of the features of Leetcode has to offer. And as a beginner, or if you are just preparing for your interviews, these features are must to know and must to handle. Okay. So let me know if my screen is shared or not with you. Okay. So is my screen shared, guys? Just write it in the chat so I can know, right? So is my screen shared or not? I just want to know about that so that I know that there must be no, hotspots or hassle, right? So is my screen shared? Yeah, so my screen is shared, right? So guys, let's move to the lead code. Okay, now lead code has some many awesome and important features. So this is like feature number 1 for you. So this is like feature number 1 for you. So whenever you do some tree questions, so this is a very awesome invert binary tree question, which was asked by Google also. Okay, so it has a trivia also attached with it. You can read that trivia. So what Google did was that there is a person, the creator of Homebrew. Okay, so Google rejected that person because he was not able to invert binary tree. Okay, but Google uses Homebrew. I can say that. Okay, so this is feature number 1 for you. Whenever you solve a binary tree question or a tree question on Leetcode, do you know that you can also visualize the tree? Yes, Leetcode provides you a tree visualizer. Okay, many of you and many of the newbies do not know about this feature. You can visualize a binary tree on a Leetcode very easily. So it has a Leetcode visualizer, tree visualizer with it. And what you have to do, you have to just click it and you will be able to visualize any tree. So just you have to insert a test case here, and it will build up a tree for you. So this was a feature number 1. Okay, so how many of you do not know about this feature beforehand, or did not paid heed about that? So this feature is very, very important. I have used this feature like a beginner, so you can use it too. Okay, so it can help you in your interview processes also. Like it will just give you big fat trees. Okay, big fat trees in a couple of seconds. So how many of you knew about that feature before, and how many of you did not knew about that? I just found the answer in the chat. So answer in the chat, bindas. Okay, so many of you didn't know about that. Okay, so many of you are saying that, yeah, we didn't know about that. So this is the feature number 1. So Leetcode has a tree visualizer for you. Now, what is the second feature? Second thing which Leetcode offers is very, very awesome. Okay, so let's go to the explore. So guys, many of you ask me one thing, and that thing is that, sir, we need some questions as a beginner to practice on our topic. So Leetcode gives you a complete path over that. Okay, suppose you have to learn about binary search, suppose. So if you need to learn about binary search, so there is a whole track. I will give you the link. So this is on Leetcode Explore. I'm sending the link to you. Okay, yeah, I know, engineer, you are completely beginner. Many of you don't know. Akash, very good, bro, if you know. Okay. So, guys, this is the explore track. So, in the explore track, you can see the learn track. This learn track is very, very awesome. It has many curated questions for the beginners on various topics. As you can see, it has on binary search also. Okay. It has some NRA tree features also. So, what is NRA tree? Generic tree. Okay. So, it has many questions over it. So just pick up a track. Suppose I pick up arrays track. Okay. So you will see that it is very well structured. Okay. Arrays track or other tracks are very well structured. You can see it will give you some questions to practice. Okay. So this is awesome. This is why this thing is very awesome. You will see many questions. So if you want to strong your array, you will see that here are the questions. So if you're a complete beginner, what I suggest is try to solve the questions from this Leetcode learn path. Okay. Suppose you want to try the questions for array. So Leetcode learn has that for you. If you want to try the questions for suppose recursion, so it has those feature also. Yeah. You have a language of choice also. Okay. So Aman, you have a language of choice also, bro. Okay. You can work in any language, C, C++, Java, JS. So they provide a lot of language support. Okay, so this learn track is like a very important thing. Okay, hi Anu bhai. Okay, so this is a shout out from me. And like suppose you want to solve the questions on linked list. Okay, so if you're a beginner and you have just started learning about linked list, so you can solve this track. Okay, so this is completely awesome track. So you can see certain questions upon singly linked list are here with some introduction. Then we have some questions over two pointer technique. No, is the Shikhar, actually, this is not paid version. All these stuffs are coming in a free version only. So Algo Expert is completely another thing. Okay, I'm talking about this so that basically what you guys do is you guys ask me the questions that where can I find the questions for beginners on a specific topic. Okay, so these are the questions. Okay, so this is no, so we don't need paid version, guys. So this is actually a beginner's track. Okay, as a beginner, when you are learning data structures or stuff, suppose you are learning recursion, so you can check that. You can easily find out the questions on recursion track. Even they have two tracks for recursion. Recursion one, that is a basic track, and recursion two, that is somewhat advanced track. Okay, and even if you are learning about machine learning, also you can see that basic concepts of machine learning tracks is also there. So this was the feature number 2. Like, so how is this feature? So Leetcode provides some beginner tracks to solve certain questions on specific topics. Okay, I have already shared this link. So this is in Leetcode Explore. You guys can check it. Okay, now feature number 3. So this feature is Very good. Even you can try lead free, Akhil. Okay. So this feature is very good. And guys, we are not talking about any of the paid features. We are just talking about which is absolutely free. Okay. So this is the feature number 3, which I want to talk about. That suppose you want an answer for a custom test case. So you can get the answer without even writing a single line of code. Yes, you can get the answer for a custom test case without even writing a single line of code. Okay, so how you can get that? Let's see. So suppose what you will do is go to the console. Okay, go to the console, and what you can do, just modify the test case. Okay, so suppose you haven't written the code. Now you want some more test case answers to understand the question, but you haven't written the code, right? So you can even get the answers for that test cases also. Okay, suppose I write a custom test case, and the custom test case is 1, 2, and 7. So this is my custom test case. Okay, if I want the answer for this test case, you can see that I haven't written the code. Just what you have to do is, so this function is actually returning int. So just write return 0 or any number you want and run the code. Okay, so you can get the answers for the custom test case here very, very easily. See, it will give you that expected output was this. So guys, अगर आपने कोड नहीं लिखा है और आपको कस्टम टेस्ट केस का आंसर चाहिए सपोज, ताकि आप प्रॉब्लम को अच्छे से समझ सके, so this is very easy on Leetcode. Just return some dummy value from the function and just run your code. You will see the correct output. So many of the platforms do not offer this yet, but Leetcode do offers this feature. And I really like this feature, and this is important for beginners also. This is important for intermediates also. This is important for some seasoned problem solvers also. Okay. Next thing which I want you guys to do is whenever you write a code. So this is feature number 4. So basically this is tip number 4, you can say. Okay. So suppose you write a code. Okay. Suppose that solution is accepted. Now, as a lead coder, or if you're preparing for interviews, if you want yourself to be at a par, okay, you want to improve your interview game or learning game, what you should do is after accepted code also go to discuss. Okay, go to discuss, and what you have to do is you have 3 tabs: hot, newest to oldest, and most votes. You have to search for 2 tabs. Try reading the hot solutions, okay, and try reading the most voted solutions also. What it will do is it will improve your thinking. It will give you a concept like, okay, what are the best solutions? What are the best solutions? So you see, this person has a most voted solution, 560 votes, 85.9k views. So basically, just not do this thing that, oh, my solution has been accepted, so my work is done. No, you should go on the discuss platform and see the most voted solutions every time. This will help you to improve a lot in problem solving. So this is like tip number 4. Okay, now what I want to suggest is that these are some of the 4 tips. One thing more, okay, which Leetcode has to offer, but this is like partially free, but you can work with it. Okay, so click on this interview, okay, and click on this assessment. So in the interview, in the assessment, so there are certain paid mock tests which you can give, or and free mock test also. So okay, we don't need to spend some money, so there are 3 free mock tests, so you can do that. Okay, so you can check. I'm giving you the link. Okay, giving you the link in the chat. So there are certain free mock assessments which you can surely give. So every time it will give you some random questions to try. Okay, you can see that 5,65,000 people have attempted it, 2,27,000 people have attempted it, 1,41,000 people have attempted it. All these are paid, but okay, we have 3 mock tests, and those are absolutely free. So if you just click on start, you can give this mock test. Okay, and this is absolutely free. So this is step number 5. Those of you who want to give some mock test for free, Leetcode offers you this. Okay, so these are my 5 lead code tips for you. First is the tree visualizer. Okay, so you can visualize any tree over lead code. It provides you its own tree visualizer. Second is this explore track, where if you are a beginner, you will see certain questions which are must solve for the beginners. Suppose you want to solve some questions on binary search, you can solve them. NLA tree, you can solve them. You can complete these tracks fully. Okay. Third thing which I want to suggest is this mock assessment feature. So it provides you certain mock assessments which are free. Yeah, there are paid too, but 3 or 4 mock assessments are free here. So of course you can try. And fourth is the discuss feature, which I have discussed with you, right? So every time you do a solution, just check the most voted solution in it. And another fifth feature is the, if you want to get the answer for the expected test case, you can get that. Okay, so these were my 5 lead coding tips. Okay, so you can lead code like a pro. I will also give you some timestamps, okay, in the comments, so that you can check them again if you want. Okay, so one thing more is, guys, after this session I want to convey is that from now on, we will be having certain lead code sessions where we will be solving some lead code questions on YouTube. So you will get some sessions over it. Okay. So lead code questions. Also, our test series is going on, interview test series. You can join that too. You can give those tests too, so that you can know about your preparation. Okay. So let's take some questions now. So see, G-Master strain, there are no best or worst questions. Okay, interviewer can ask you easy question also, interview can ask you a difficult question also. Okay, so there is nothing like a best question or a worst question, to be honest. Okay, what you should do is you should not skip any topic. Like, don't think that, okay, I must skip this dynamic programming or I must skip this graph. No, don't skip any topic. Try to do the topics in a round robin fashion. Okay, mock assessment is 1 hour in duration, so you can check the question. Maybe 2 or 3 questions are there, right? So I have attempted like a long ago, but I know these features. Okay, 1 year is a lot of time. You just need to prepare for 3 or 4 months only, or 5 months. So if you're giving like 5 or 6 months, and that too sincerely, then Fang is not a tough challenge to crack. Okay. देखो गाइस, जो भी डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग या आप जो भी क्वेश्चंस को करने का ट्राई करते हो, उन क्वेश्चंस को आप ऐसे किया करो कि वो क्वेश्चंस एक्चुअली क्लासिक प्रॉब्लम्स के बेसिस पर ही होते हैं. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन कोई भी नया नहीं होता. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग इज जस्ट लाइक मैथ्स, एंड यू शुड सॉल्व इट लाइक मैथ्स. You have to read the problem statement very, very carefully, break the problem statement, and try to rewind कि ये problem statement is looking like the previous question which I have solved. Okay, so in dynamic programming, in graph, and in everything, so you will see that the questions are not new, they are just modified problems. Okay, so if you have done some questions like 100 to 200 questions on your own with good understanding of the logic behind it, there must be no problem. So Mohit bro, I will suggest that try to find the patterns. Okay, on the basis of patterns, try to find the similar things in the question, then only you will be able to do it. Okay, हम इस पे एक अच्छा सा डिस्कशन और रख लेंगे एक दिन, सो दैट ये जो प्रॉब्लम आती है कि नए क्वेश्चंस आते हैं तो सॉल्व नहीं होते, तो ये कैसे करें, इस पे भी एक डिस्कशन पक्का रख लेंगे. ठीक है, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. No, you cannot solve each and every questions, Kittu Nijlu, because there are around 1700 questions or 1400 something questions on Leetcode. So you will not be able to solve every question, right? So what you have to do is take the topics. Okay, do not skip any topic. Like, do not skip arrays, do not skip recursions. If you skip recursion, so then that is a big disaster. Okay, do not skip linked list. So solve 20, 25, 20, 25 questions. Okay, keep on solving like 5 questions of this topic, 5 of this topic, 5 of this topic. Rotate it like a round robin fashion. Okay, No minimum questions count per day, Ujjwal bhai. The reason is that everybody has his or her own speed. Okay, so हर किसी की अपनी अपनी speed है यार. So what I suggest is don't go for the minimum count. Just think that whatever you are solving it like कि हाँ इसके जैसा कोई दूसरा क्वेश्चन आ जाए, or if you get a modified question you will be able to solve it quickly. Okay, don't go for the count, go for the quality rather than quantity. I must suggest this. Okay, so what's the next question? Any language, basically C++ or Java. You can choose any language if you want, because you are asking for problem solving, right? So you can solve problems in Python also over Leetcode. So language is no barrier. Actually, Manas, the easy, medium and hard. Okay, do it like this कि मतलब अगर मैं 3 क्वेश्चन easy solve कर रहा हूँ, so I'm solving 2 medium and 1 hard. Okay, 3 easy, 2 medium, 1 hard. So do it like this. Okay, 3:2:1, or 3:1:2, or 3:1:1. Okay, so this is how you should do. Okay, so there is actually, guys, the thing is that on Leetcode, a medium question is there, and on that medium question, a hard question is made. So you have to identify the patterns. Okay, do not mug up the concepts. रटना नहीं है अपने को, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. Because the thing is, Vivek, the questions you have already solved are not that much clear in your mind. Try to pick up the problem statements. Okay. Now, another thing can be that आपको arrays के अंदर बहुत सारे concepts और tricks ना पता हो, जैसे 2 pointers, etc. Okay. So try to solve questions on those stuff also, like 2 pointers, 2 pointer approach and something, right? So इन चीजों पे भी अपना काम करना शुरू करो, जैसे strings हैं, go for sliding window techniques, learn about them, solve the questions. Okay, and try to find the similar patterns between the questions. Like, guys, जब आप लोग math solve करते थे, when we used to solve the maths, okay, so what do we do in maths? If you remember, we used to solve some questions and we try to look up the solution for that, because हमें पहले वो method नहीं पता होता था, फिर हम एक method को सीख लेते थे. After learning that method, we try to solve the similar questions. Okay, so हम वो similar questions को identify कैसे करते थे? Because हम problem statements को उस time अच्छे से पढ़ते थे. अब हमें problem statements को अच्छे से पढ़ने की आदत नहीं रही. अब हम rush करते हैं. अब हम ये देखते हैं कि दिन में 50 क्वेश्चन कर लें, 60 क्वेश्चन कर लें. तो अब हमें rush नहीं कर रहे हैं, वैसे ही काम करना है जैसे हम स्कूल लेवल पे मैथमेटिक्स में किया करते थे. ओके, क्लियरली हमें प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को रीड करना है 3 बार या 2 बार, उसको अपने दिमाग में बिठाना है, फिर उसके सॉल्यूशन पे जाना है. ठीक है, एंड देन जब नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट आए, उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को तोड़ना है और देखना है कि क्या वो रिलेट हो रही है जो हमने अब तक किया है या नहीं. ओके, mastering DSA is no rocket science. Okay, just 3 or 4 months is sufficient, Abhishek. Just try to implement all the data structures first, okay, in your preferred language. मैं बेसिकली C++ या जावा को ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस देता हूँ, बिकॉज वहाँ पे जो आपसे इजी, पाइथन बहुत इजी चीज है, तो उन्होंने बहुत सारे बेसिक चीजें आपसे छुपा रखी हैं, राइट? सो हाइडिंग बहुत ज्यादा है वहाँ पे. सो व्हाट आई डू इज आई प्रेफर C++ or Java. You can also go in Python, right? So first implement all the important data structures. Okay, you will learn a lot. Like अगर आप hash map को implement करोगे, when you will implement hash map, you will learn certain concepts. When you will implement linked list, then also, and then try to solve some questions over it, like 10 questions. Or you can take the explore Leetcode track, which I told you about. Okay, that one will be sufficient to start. Yes, recognizing patterns is what problem solving is. Okay, guys, recently on 21 there is a Amazon interview test. So basically ये जो टेस्ट है ये हमारे तरफ से हो रहा है मॉक टेस्ट. इट इज ए मॉक टेस्ट. सो हमारे इंटरव्यू सीरीज में अब Amazon का टेस्ट आ रहा है, एंड 23 को मैं उसके क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस भी करने वाला हूँ. अगर आप 23 को आते हैं, सो आई विल प्रूव दैट कि जो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज भी होती हैं वो लीड कोड के हैवी स्टोरी वाले वर्जन पूछती हैं. वो क्या करते हैं, लीड कोड से क्वेश्चन उठाती हैं, they form a story over it and they ask you, and you guys cannot solve it because वो problem statement आपके mind में नहीं होती है. So on 23 I have a session to solve some Amazon questions also. Do attend that and I will prove that thing to you. Okay. सत्यम भाई तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं हो रहा मुझे. विच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन आई यूज टू बी सॉल्व, मतलब देखो कोडिंग राउंड क्रैक करना कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है. देखो कुछ आपकी मेहनत भी है कि कितने, देखो कोई टॉपिक छोड़ो मत, ठीक है. अब ये भी हो सकता है कि देखो कभी कभार एक लक फैक्टर भी आ जाता है. कई कोडिंग राउंड्स में कुछ ऐसे टॉपिक आ जाते हैं जो आपने स्किप किया था, जैसे आप 10 टॉपिक पढ़ के गए, वो एक टॉपिक आपने स्किप कर दिया और वही आ गया. सो इसमें आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते, राइट. सो बेटर इज कि आप हर टॉपिक से क्वेश्चंस को प्रैक्टिस करो रादर देन एक ही टॉपिक पे अपना टाइम बर्बाद करो. आई विल से बर्बाद, ओके. लाइक अगर आप ट्री पकड़ते हो, ट्री पे 2 महीने अगर आपने रगड़ दिया, लाइक इफ यू गिव 2 months ऑन ट्री, सो दिस इज लाइक अ टाइम वेस्ट, शेयर टाइम वेस्ट, ओके. इससे अच्छा क्या है, आप हर टॉपिक की नॉलेज लो. हर टॉपिक की नॉलेज कैसे लो, राउंड रॉबिन फैशन में टॉपिक्स को रोटेट करो. हर टॉपिक की 3-3 4-4 प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करो, ओके. यू विल बी गुड टू गो. जो कंपनी के प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको उठाना शुरू करो. हमारी एक इंटरव्यू टेस्ट सीरीज भी चल रही है, उसके उसके टेस्ट दो. वो रियल क्वेश्चंस हैं जो कि बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज में पूछे गए हैं. सोच सकते हैं हम, उसके टेस्ट दो जो हमारी टेस्ट सीरीज चल रही है, ओके. पेन पेपर राउंड इज इजी राउंड, इट इज नॉट अ टफ राउंड, ओके. द थिंग इज कि आपको बस वहां पे लॉजिक ऑन पेज लिखना है और इंटरव्यूअर आपसे पूछ सकता है कि आपने ये चीज क्यों करी है, ठीक है. सो पेन पेपर राउंड भी आपका हो जाएगा. व्हाट यू शुड डू इज व्हेनेवर यू सॉल्व अ प्रॉब्लम, ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट ऑन पेपर फर्स्ट. लाइक अगर आज भी मैं कोई प्रॉब्लम देखता हूँ तो सबसे पहले मैं उसको पेपर पे सॉल्व करता हूँ, उसको पेपर पे लॉजिक सोचता हूँ. सो इफ यू ट्राई टू डू दैट, सो आपका पेन पेपर राउंड क्लियर हो जाएगा आसानी से. सो डू नॉट कोड फर्स्ट, ओके. थिंक ट्वाइस, कोड वंस. ये वाली फिलॉसफी लेके चलोगे तो पेन पेपर राउंड क्लियर. तो थिंक ट्वाइस मतलब पेपर पे प्रैक्टिस करो एंड उसको एक बार जाके फिर कोड करो. दैट्स इट. पहले पेपर फिर लैपटॉप. लैपटॉप को बंद कर दिया करो, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ, ठीक है. अगर आदत नहीं बन रही, लैपटॉप को बंद कर दिया करो. पहले पेपर पे लिखो, पेपर पे लॉजिक सोचो, फिर उसको जाके अपना कोड में कन्वर्ट करो, ठीक है. अमन, जो भी कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं ना, यू ट्राई टू लर्न इट ऑन द गो, ठीक है. ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती है इसके अंदर. तो अगर कोई मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट आ भी रहा है तो वो आप उस टाइम पे पहचान जाओगे, ठीक है. ऐसा कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बेसिक टॉपिक्स पे फोकस करो. प्रॉब्लम्स तो वैरायटी है ही लीड कोड पे, वो वैरायटी को सॉल्व करते करते वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स आ जाएंगे. इस पे एक अलग से हम सेशन भी कर लेंगे. जो मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स की मैं ही सेशन कर लूंगा. आई विल टेल यू एवरीवन दैट व्हाट मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स यू नीड टू बी गुड एट DSA, okay. Both approaches work. So basically if you are trying to give a online coding round, so 90 to 95% questions accept the memoization approach, okay. They will accept it, okay. Now coming to the tabulation approach, okay. So in tabulation approach, if interviewer asks you, then go on tabulation, but first go on memoization only. First go on recursive approach, then memorize it and then tabulate it, okay. Of course, Prajwal, Leetcode is enough. What you can do is, if you want, you can solve Code Forces Division 3 also. Okay, if you want. So Division 3 is more than enough. So you can solve some questions from there also. After 30 to 40 minutes, don't wait for a day or two, Anil. So like if you're not able to solve a question, check it after 30 to 40 minutes. क्योंकि वेस्ट करने का टाइम फायदा नहीं है ना ब्रो. होता क्या है कि हो सकता है कि वो कॉन्सेप्ट आपने कभी पढ़ा ही ना हो, दैट्स व्हाई यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द सॉल्यूशन, ओके. सो इससे अच्छा 2-2 दिन बर्बाद करने से अच्छा है आप 30 to 40 मिनट्स के बाद सॉल्यूशन पे जाओ, उसको अच्छे से स्टडी करो, पेन एंड पेपर पे उसको ड्राई रन करो, देन कोड इट. हर्षित, क्वेश्चन जितने जितने आप सॉल्व करते रहोगे यू विल गेट द कॉन्फिडेंस, नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट. कई लोग जो एफर्ट्स करते हैं वो हमेशा उनको लगता है कि वी आर अंडर प्रिपेयर्ड, ओके. ऐसा मुझे भी कभी कभार लगता है कि आई एम अंडर प्रिपेयर्ड, ठीक है. तो इसमें कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. इफ यू आर सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस, if you are able to solve the questions, then there is no problem, absolutely, okay. This is absolutely fine, no problem in that. Again, I am saying, Soumya, that it will hardly take you 5 or 6 months. See, try to spend 3 or 4 months on learning the basics of a language and implementing the data structures, and then try to spend another 3 or 4 months for preparing or solving the contest, solving the questions. So you have a lot of time with you now, right now, because you are in 4th semester. So in 1 year you will be able to prepare like a धांसू level, okay. बिंदास level पे prepare हो जाएगा. टेंशन इसमें आपको तो लेने की कोई जरूरत है ही नहीं, सौम्या, ओके. Leetcode I personally find कि यार वहाँ पे जो Leetcode है ना, Leetcode has certain good features. Okay, अभी जैसे आपने feature देखा एक कि you can generate the answer for a test case. Okay, many less platforms give you that feature. Leetcode is beginner friendly. Leetcode पे बहुत ज़्यादा features हैं. Leetcode का UI बहुत अच्छा है. ये जो discuss platform है, ये बहुत मस्त है. So that's why I think that Leetcode is better. Okay, because you need to see the most voted solutions. Ankit, I have already answered that. There is no fixed count. Focus on the problem statements more rather than the number. Okay, ये मेरी अप्रोच मानोगे ना तो मतलब सुखी रहोगे. अगर एक रेस में फंस जाओगे ना तो भाई पक्का दिक्कत आएगी. 100% विश्वास कर सकते हो. ठीक है. Yeah, for top tech companies you may need it. Okay, but code forces div 3 will work. So up to div 3 will work. Okay, so div 3 and lead code somewhat have similar questions sometime. Okay, I will even prove it, guys. Don't worry, we will prove everything, okay, in the subsequent sessions also. Okay, डीमोटिवेशन देखो, अगर आप एक रेस में लगे रहोगे कि उसको ज्यादा आता है आपको कम आता है तो फिर तो दिक्कत है. तो मेरे हिसाब से डीमोटिवेट होने की जरूरत नहीं है. सबकी अपनी अपनी जर्नी है. एवरीबडी हैज डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेज एंड स्टफ. सो आई डोंट थिंक दैट यू नीड टू कम्पीट. राइट, अभी तो आप सेकंड ईयर में हो. सो आई डोंट थिंक दैट यू हैव लेस टाइम. जस्ट स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम नाउ. और देर मत करना, अभी से स्टार्ट कर दो एंड यू विल बी गुड टू गो. यस मारियो, श्योर. सो बेसिकली मारियो विशाल, आपकी जो टेक्निकल स्किल्स हैं वो भी एनहांस हो रही हैं क्योंकि आप वर्क कर रहे हो. एंड अब आप अगर डीएसए पे भी कुछ क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करना शुरू कर दोगे, सो ऑफ कोर्स यू विल बी एबल टू स्विच ब्रो. नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट. या लीड कोड प्लेग्राउंड इज आल्सो अ वेरी गुड फीचर, राइट, बट आई थिंक दैट दीज फीचर्स आर वेरी वेरी गुड. ओके, it depends upon the preparation. Like if you have certain other commitments to them, it can vary. Like if you are just focusing on the interviews, like 6 to 7 months are sufficient for getting interview ready. ये तो अच्छी बात है भाई, अगर तुम ब्रूट फोर्स मेथड देख पा रहे हो. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू सी द ऑप्टिमाइज सॉल्यूशन, द ओनली रीजन इज कि आपको वो कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पता है. लाइक मैथमेटिक्स, आपको वो अच्छा फॉर्मूला नहीं पता था. लाइक आपको एल ऑर्बिटल्स थ्योरम नहीं पता थी. ओके, जिससे आप बहुत इजीली उस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व कर लेते. सो उसको पढ़ लो. जब अगला ऐसा क्वेश्चन दोबारा आएगा, सो यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट. राइट. Strong, make your recursion very very strong. Okay, approach to complex data structures like tree graph is make your recursion very very strong. If you're not able to solve the problems in tree, perhaps you're not strong in recursion. And recursion is like father. Okay, father, grandfather of every topic. So graph has BFS and DFS questions also. Okay, so make your BFS DFS skills strong. Make your recursion strong first. So your recursion should be very very strong, very very strong. Lead code and code forces div 3. Of course, अभी लेकिन आप DSA पे फोकस करो सौम्या. ओके, फोकस ऑन DSA फॉर नाउ. आफ्टर सम टाइम, जब आप, क्योंकि आपको अभी कोड नहीं लिखना था, पहले बेसिक्स DSA, फिर उसके बाद ट्राई टू एक्सप्लोर डेव. ओके, सो 3 to 4 months or 3 months फोकस ऑन DSA फॉर नाउ. No, basically it depends upon you. I do not prepare notes actually. Okay, मैंने कभी notes को prepare नहीं किया. ठीक है, just that मैं problem statements को 2 या 3 बार read करता हूँ, उनको break करता हूँ. That is my strategy. Okay, I don't think कि आपको फिर notes बनाने की जरूरत है. Bro, practice is only the key. I must say. अब solve. जब भी आप contest करते हो, हम में से बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो contest करते हैं, जो क्वेश्चन हो गए ठीक है, लेकिन जो नहीं हुए आप दोबारा जाके सॉल्व नहीं करते उसको, या यहाँ फंसते हो. जब कॉन्टेस्ट खत्म हो जाए उसके बाद दोबारा जाओ, क्वेश्चंस को अब सॉल्व करो. दैट इज द ट्रिक. अब सॉल्विंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, nope, not at all, Siva. It is not worth to buy. Okay, no need. In Fang based companies इतना नहीं शिखर, but in certain companies like जहाँ पे hands on skills ज़्यादा require है, वो आपसे competitive programming ज़्यादा नहीं पूछते. Like a company है GoTo, that is Gojek previously. It is offering like 22 lakhs package. So उनका जो DSA round होता है that is very very easy. Browser stack का जो DSA round है that is very very easy. But वो आपको take home assignments देते हैं. So आपकी hands on skills को ज़्यादा check करते हैं. Okay. Code Forces की rating is good parameter. Okay. So Code Forces की जो rating है वो ज़्यादा reliable है आजकल. So yeah, interview call के लिए matter ज़रूर कर सकती है. Okay. Java has collections mastery, Guruji. So if C++ has STL, Java has collections. And one good thing is that in Java, you do not have to manage the memory. First thing, pointers से खेलने की जरूरत आपको नहीं है. So Java is easy to learn, but C++ is also good. So any of the language, but my first language was Java because I am an open source enthusiast, so I can find the projects in Java easily than C++. And those projects are easier than C++. Okay. No, not at all. No impact, bro. No impact on that. Okay. So guys, इस session को अभी हम इतना ही रखते हैं. Okay. One thing which you have to do is you have to comment below. Okay. सबसे पहले like this session. Okay. If you find it useful, like it. अभी like कर दो जितने भी बिंदास तरीके से. और जितने भी आपके doubts हैं नीचे लिखो. I will answer them. Okay. So अगर ये session अच्छा लगे फटाफट like कर दो जितने लोगों को. ठीक है. और सब ये हम session एक दोबारा भी रखेंगे. ठीक है. On these steps only. जो है ना आपके डाउट्स हैं वो नोट कर लिए. एक एक करके वो सारे डाउट्स को हम लोग करने वाले हैं डिस्कस. सो ये जो डिसलाइक कर रहे हैं उनको भी ठीक है, लेकिन दिखा दो भाई कि तुम लोग भाई के साथ हो. ओके. सो जितने लोग हैं वो लाइक करो, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो, नीचे कमेंट करो कि अगला वीडियो आपको किस चीज पे चाहिए. ओके. कमेंट जरूर करना है कि किस चीज पे आपको वीडियो चाहिए, लाइक ऑन विच टॉपिक डू यू वांट मी टू मेक अ वीडियो. ओके. सो आई विल ट्राई टू कम अप विद दैट वीडियो. ओके. सो जितने भी आपके डाउट्स हैं इन द कमेंट्स. ठीक है. वीडियो को लाइक करो और किस चीज पे आपको वीडियो चाहिए और किस टॉपिक पे आपको वीडियो चाहिए, लाइक आपके जो जो डाउट्स हैं. इफ यू वांट कि हाँ मेक वीडियो ऑन दिस स्टफ और दिस स्टफ, सो वी विल ट्राई टू कम अप विद यू. ओके. सो मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स नोटेड आज था. ठीक है. ये पहले भी किसी ने पूछा था. सो मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स रिक्वायर्ड फॉर DSA, इस पे एक वीडियो जरूर आएगा. ओके. इस पे एक सेशन जरूर लेंगे और डिस्कस करेंगे कि आप वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स कैसे लर्न कर सकते हो. ठीक है. इस पे जरूर डिस्कशन होगा. और भी जिसके मतलब जो भी डाउट्स हैं, जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं. अंकुर बताओ, क्वेश्चन बताओ भाई, बोलो क्वेश्चन जल्दी जल्दी. एक्चुअली होता क्या ना यार कि वीडियो थोड़ी शॉर्ट रखेंगे ना, सो सब लोग भी लाइक कि हाँ. मैं नीचे एक वो भी डालने वाला हूँ टाइम स्टैम्प, जो जो लीड कोड के फीचर्स बताए उनके लिए. मैथ कॉन्सेप्ट्स पे भाई पक्का एक वीडियो. ठीक है. पक्का आएगी. सौम्य एनी कोर्स यू कैन टेक. जावा में भी ले सकते हो आप, C++ में भी ले सकते हो. 150 आवर्स तक का कंटेंट है. सो आपके डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स काफी फाड़ हो जाएंगे. सो लाइव ले सकते हो आप, राइट. सो इफ यू प्रेफर की इंटरेक्शन चाहिए आपको मेंटर्स के साथ, सो आप लाइव कोर्स ले सकते हो. लाइव कोर्स में लाइक 150 आवर्स का कंटेंट भी मिलेगा आपको. 45+ लेक्चर है. सो यू कैन टेक दैट, राइट. काफी अच्छा कोर्स है हमारा. कमेंट्स ऑफ नहीं है ब्रो. कमेंट्स अभी आप जब वीडियो खत्म होगा तब कर पाओगे. ठीक है. अमन भाई तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन नहीं आया. MCQs should be given only 15 minutes, that's it, not more than that. कृष्णा 15 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं देने का. ठीक है. only 15 minutes, not more than that. ठीक है. अंकुर, first of all, if you have a basic knowledge, suppose say you have a basic knowledge of Java, now try to implement the data structures in Java. Okay. There you will learn the OOP concepts, which are called object oriented programming concepts. Okay. अब आप एक लैंग्वेज में बेसिक से इंटरमीडिएट पे पहुंचोगे. ओके. देन ट्राई टू सॉल्व सम क्वेश्चंस एंड आल्सो ट्राई टू मेक सम प्रोजेक्ट्स. ओके. साइड बाय साइड छोटे छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स. ठीक है. और इस पे हम वैसे भी एक चर्चा कर लेंगे. ठीक है. सो जितने भी गाइस आपके सजेशंस हैं इन कमेंट्स आप मेरे को लिख दो. ठीक है. वी विल ट्राई टू कम अप विद द वीडियो. And also do one thing, like this video, subscribe this channel, share the video also. Okay. जो भी डाउट्स हैं जिस चीज पे वीडियो, कमेंट्स में आप नीचे लिख देना इन द कमेंट्स. आफ्टर मैं सेशन एंड करूंगा आप कमेंट कर पाओगे. सो राइट देम इन द कमेंट्स एंड लाइक द वीडियो. ओके, एंड सब्सक्राइब. ओके गाइस, सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडेज सेशन एंड बिंदास दोबारा मिलते हैं विद न्यू सेशन. ओके, पक्का. बाय बाय. थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू वेरी मच. ओके, बाय बाय गाइस, दोबारा मिलते हैं.